Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode of my show. Today, I'm speaking to an inspiring creative entrepreneur, Sarie Mommsen. Sarie, will you tell us a little bit more about yourself and about your business?
Thank you, Melanie. I'm down in the Western Cape at a beautiful town, Bredasdorp, and I enjoy this place so much. Coming from the Lowveld down to the Cape, it's a huge leap of faith, but yeah, I enjoy this place tremendously.
How long have you
I've
been in
got different
Bredasdorp?
business now, 9 years.
Okay.
So I'm
settled in.
settling down. Yeah.
Awesome.
I started business 4 years ago with abacus maths to help children from 3 years old up to grade 7 with the basics of mathematics and the problems that's normally starting from a young age. So that was one of the most amazing things, to be getting involved with children and see when you start talking with them, the fear on their faces for the maths, and then realize, but this is not so bad. And when we start playing, it's all a different attitude and ways of doing things. And the children is growing tremendously in this abacus maths. I'm very proud of the children. And it's now with the COVID, it would be our fourth Western Cape Championship in September, but it's all out now with this COVID. But for from the first that I put children in, we've got winners all along down, and it's really nice to see them growing in the mathematics, growing in their self-respect and the attitudes, also against the schoolwork and stuff. It's not only on the maths, it's all over in the schoolwork. That was amazing to see this.
So you're not really teaching maths, you're teaching children about self-worth, actually.
Yeah, the maths is a part of that.
Yes.
Because if you can't do maths, you've got no self-worth.
Yes.
Because you think you're a loser.
Yes.
And when you start changing that, the children is growing. And if you can see some of them walking in the class, they don't look up. It's looking at their shoes, and then I start talking with them. And at the end of that 45 minutes, this child is laughing and looking you in the eyes.
That's so beautiful.
This is one of the things that give me this kick to go on, to see these children changing.
That's a wonderful story.
Yeah, it's now 4 years.
Okay. And your other businesses? Because you're a serial entrepreneur. You've got a bunch of things on the go.
Yes, I've got we sit now in my B&B with the cows. You can see at the back the Nguni's. That was started, my dad got some Nguni cows, and I take quite a lot of pictures of him and the cows. And later, I started with painting and start painting on pallet wood. And it was just normal to get the Nguni's going on the pallet because it's the same, it's earthly and it's so nice. And the colors with the wood and the cows is coming so nicely together. So then I start painting, seriously painting. And previously it was only painting for families and painting for gifts. And then I start with this Nguni's. And it was in 2018, one morning in my quiet time, the Lord challenged me with 20 paintings. And I thought, 20 paintings, okay. Then he said, no, on glass. And that was a total new way of thinking, doing. So I've got quite a lot of studies on the Nguni cows and get quite a lot of books, reading and seeing all the different shades. And then I decided, okay, I will give the first step. And I take some beer bottles and wine bottles and break it and put it in my glass kiln and build a Nguni cow face. out of the bottles.
Oh,
That was my
wow.
first step. The second one, I was taking the paint and decided, okay, let's try the paint to see what's the colors. And from the light color on the dry paint on the glass, and you put it in the kiln, and 27 hours later, you open it up, and that was a dark one. It's not
Oh,
the light.
wow.
So then it was the playing around with the colors to see what colors is coming out. So you must be so careful for the shades and stuff that you put in, that it's not too dark on the skin color of the cow. So that was a new venture for more than a year to set up this 20 Nguni cows on glass.
That must be a bit like painting in the dark.
Yes.
Because the colors change in the process. So when you paint it on, it looks different from what it turns out once it comes out the kiln.
Yes. You paint this one a white, and then it comes out gray. Or you try the gray, and then it comes out a black, more black than gray that you wanted. So it was playing all around with this. Yeah, but it was a journey on its own. Every time when you start with a new one, it was, okay, what now? And then the framing part was starting, and I decided to use pallet planks. And my neighbor said, well, I've got an old garage door if you want to use it. And when we clean it up, it's teak. It's not, so it's different wood all over. There's only two that I frame from the frame people, because the one really needs a silver one, and the other one was also wood. The lady said, this one is for more than 4 years there. I said, this will fix this one. So it's only two that got new framework. The rest is all on pallet planks and the garage doors. But it was a journey on its own, working with this and getting it set. So the 20 is finished, and it's wrapped up and packed away. So now I will see where I will go with that. I also put it on the Facebook.
Are you planning on selling them perhaps?
Yes. My husband told me, they can't stay here. We haven't got space for it. I said, no, it's okay. They can go.
Oh, that's a magical process.
In the beginning, you want everything to keep it for yourself. Yes. But no, they must go.
Okay. Okay. And you say we can see them on your Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay.
The Facebook is at a Glass Tree Studio. The glass, G, the T, and the S is capital letters.
Okay.
It's newly set up, so you're welcome to have a look on that one.
Okay, I'll definitely share those links when I post this video for you. That's awesome.
Okay. Then I melt down. I'm also using window glass to make some bowls and mural things to hang up and jewelry out of recycled glass, using different things. Well, when you get there to the kiln, you look at all the bottles and, okay, what will I do today? So there's nothing planning in this. It's just stand in front and just do what you want to do. So I'm not sit and plan weeks ahead to do something. I just go in and do it. Okay, this is my me time when I go in there and just play with the glass.
That's
and
very
also with the jewelry. The jewelry is a new thing. For my birthday, my daughter bought me this small kiln that you can use in the microwave oven. So I'm playing around while I can't go to the studio outside because it's on a farm. The kiln is running on the two-phase electricity, so I can't do it from home. So yeah, this is. Then I must keep myself busy. So I start with the jewelry in this small thing, and it's very nice. I enjoy it. And go on YouTube, get all the ideas and learn from other people.
I love that you're using recycled resources. There's so many artists who go out and buy new resources. It's wonderful to meet somebody who's working with resources that are already in the environment. Do you prefer working with recycled stuff to to new?
Yes, I prefer the recycled glass, because if you go to the glass people in town, they throw away dustbins and dustbins of glass away every week. So I collect from them, make some new bowls, try new things. When I saw something, I thought, I can make it out of glass, then I go and try it. So I make use of window glass and bottles. There's quite a lot of bottles that you can use for different things. Normally the people is melting them flat for cheese plates and stuff, but you can make beautiful bowls out of it to put up your fruit on a table, or just use it in different ways.
Yes. That's so interesting, because I'm sure there's a lot of glass just lying around everywhere that you can use for purposes like that. And are your bowls available for sale also on your Facebook page?
Yes, I will start putting up with prices and stuff.
Okay.
It's not priced yet because we started. I will take some pictures of the stuff that's available now, because every one that's coming out looks different. So I can't put up the stuff and people want that one and it's not there. So I must put up the stuff that's available now.
Mm-hmm. But that's wonderful, because it means if anybody buys one of your bowls, they know they're buying a truly one-of-a-kind item, which is rare in our mass-produced world. That's wonderful.
Yes, I tried this last year to put some, from clay we make some shelves, and I put it in the bowls, and then the glass melt over the stuff I've got here, and I can show you if you want. Can I show you some of them?
Oh, please, I'd love to see your bowls.
Can you see this one?
Wow, that's beautiful.
There's the shelves in.
Oh, that's beautiful. And those are made with recycled glass.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So those are made with recycled glass.
Yes, that is window glass. A friend of mine, they take out the wood frames of the windows and put in the aluminium. So I got big pieces of glass from them.
Oh, that's
then
wonderful.
I make the big bowls. Yeah.
So you've actually kind of found a business that has glass as a waste glass as a side effect of what they do in their business, and they're supplying their things to you. That's a great
I've got
way.
two businesses in Bredasdorp that I collect some the recycled glass from them.
That's such a great way of getting hold of resources. That's a very clever story. So how has COVID-19 affected your businesses?
It's not really infected, because I go on with the maths on Zoom and Skype and WhatsApp calls. It's only the way that you can't market out, because there's some of the stuff that's in shops and nobody buys because the shops is closed.
Okay.
So this is one of the things. I've got some orders from people for paintings. So I did some paintings in this time, and I give the math classes.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's really just been a shift of focus for you. You haven't come to a complete standstill.
No.
Okay.
It was just what can I do now? Just go on with the math. That was the most important thing. But the creative part as well. I can't go a day without painting or do something.
So do you do something creative every single day?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes too long. I put up 2 hours a day for creative, but some days it's going up to 4 to 6 hours. And then my husband will ask, do you have a home? Then I realized, okay, he must go back.
That's cute. And it's much the same in our house. I've got a set time that I set aside to go and spend quality time with Pete. And last week I said to him, "Oh, I just want one night on my own to sew all night. Please, can I have one night?" And he was like, "Yeah, okay," because I think he realizes that sometimes I'm more sane when I get to him if I've got a little bit more time to do my crafting. And of all
Yeah,
these various things that you do, which is your favorite?
the glass.
Okay, okay,
I'm addicted to glass.
okay, okay. And that's quite interesting because that's kind of your newer passion, isn't it?
We start this, well, I come from Hoedspruit and was there on a farm. And with the community work, we start there with the glass. But
Okay,
I've got a friend and an aunt that was in this glass thing for years already. So when the
okay,
opportunity came, I said, listen, there's a way to solve the problem with the glass.
okay,
And start with that. And when we moved down here, I bought a new kiln and bring it down here, but it was here in the garage for 3.5 to 4 years before I take it out, because we haven't got the space to put it in for the electricity. And then our neighbors got a farm outside, and when they moved the milk cows to another farm, there was a space, and I asked, can they give it to me to
oh,
use?
that's
So
amazing.
I fix it and get it ready now. I decided now to paint that place and put some more shelves on, because everything is standing on the floor.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, this is
It, it's
the
an
thing
ins
that must be.
it's an inspiring
Yes.
story of perseverance because a lot of people expect their dreams to come true in a day, and you've had to wait 3 or 4 years to get your
Mm.
studio set up. So it's amazing that you didn't give
Yeah.
up along the way.
Now I start here with glass beads. I
Okay.
was sitting here with the flame and making beads in a flame. I didn't
Okay.
leave the glass at all. So I was
Okay.
going on with the
Okay.
beads making in the gas flames.
Okay. And do you teach others?
Not really now.
Okay.
This is one of the new things that I want to revamp the whole studio and then give classes. This is
Okay.
one of the new dreams, to get 1 or 2 people into the B&B for the weekend, for a crafty weekend, and do the glass, do painting, pewter, mosaic, everything.
Oh, that sounds
So
wonderful.
this is one of the things that I must put the package together, but I think it can work.
I think that sounds wonderful. I would love to do a weekend retreat. And in fact, some years ago, when I was still teaching full time, I did a week-long retreat with a group of ladies. And what I
Mm.
found so interesting was I'd scheduled workshops for the morning, and then in the afternoon, I gave them free time. And for 4 straight days, they just crafted right through the day. I couldn't get them to stop. Eventually at supper time, it was
Yeah.
like, come girls, now we've got to go and eat, and they were like, oh, just a little bit longer. But then by day
Yeah.
5, they couldn't anymore. I could see they were just glazed over. They couldn't anymore. But it was such an amazing experience. So I think that you're really onto something there. I think that people will enjoy doing a retreat where they can just go somewhere and forget the world, leave the world
Yeah.
behind them, and just immerse themselves in the craft for a few days. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And
And
you,
also, we've got so many beautiful places around to see and get inspired to start doing something.
yes, yes. And are there
Because the
lots?
sea is, Mhm.
The sea, you say the sea?
The sea is 35 kilometers from here.
Okay.
So to go there and sit and take pictures and come back and draw it, or
Yes. Yes.
do the mosaic or do pewter, anything you can do
Yes.
with the area around us. Yeah,
Are there a lot of artists in your area?
yeah, it's quite a lot.
So maybe you could take them on tours to other studios also to see other interesting stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And there's people that's focused on specific things, and
Yes.
just visit them and or book a class with them.
Yes.
And because
Yes.
there's so many people that do different things. So this was things that come up last week. This
Okay.
retreat, this art retreat. So it's new, and I must think about it and set up everything and get it together. But I think before the end of the year we can run it.
That's awesome. So you actually have something to look forward to when COVID-19 is over and the lockdown is over. You're going to be flying out of the gates with your new plan.
Yeah,
That's
I think
wonderful.
we can do it.
And
Yeah.
what's your very, very favorite thing about creating and making a business out of creating?
I really didn't make a business already out of it because I give it away. It's more easy to give away than to sell stuff. But I think the new a way of looking at the business and see, well, you can't give everything away. So
Yes.
you must start doing a business out of it.
Yes.
And with the B&B that I start, it's not 2 years ago that I started B&B, and it's really growing, but I want to add on more. So this is why I think with the B&B and the crafty type of thing, it can go, it's a new direction, and I think it can work. So yeah, now I must think business. It's not giving it away anymore.
Yes, I have to agree. And I can also see people, I'm pretty sure somebody comes to your B&B and has a great experience there, that when they leave, they'd love to leave with the glass bowl that was on the table in the room or the picture that hung over the bed that's got these happy memories attached to it. So I'm pretty certain the whole
Yes.
thing can work really well
Mm.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some people in here, and when they left, he told me you can't go into your place because then you will stop me. I said, put back my ngoonies. So he take both of the ngoonies and put it in. So I said, no, go back and put it back.
Yeah, now
So
next
yeah,
time you'll
we've
just
got
say
that
to him,
experience.
I'll add that to your bill, thank you.
No, the one that's hanging on that side is one of my dad's cows that I put up there with another one.
Okay.
So no, and that's the first one that everyone wants to take. I said, no, you can't take it.
They'll always want the one that's not for sale, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I think this is a new venture, and I think to put the business together will help me focus better on selling stuff, because if people stand and look at something, I give it away. I don't sell it. But I think I must change now to focus on a business and a new business ideas.
I actually think it sounds like a solid plan, because I think sometimes when entrepreneurs have too many different businesses, they don't know where to focus. But the way you've created this dream, it's all wrapped into one, and then your artwork becomes almost like the drinks in the fridge that people can buy to take home with them. So then it's just about you deciding which pieces you're willing to part with, and then you decorate the rooms with those pieces. And just a little price tag that people can see, okay, these are for sale. And I'm pretty certain that as it all wrapped into one, you'll have an easier time of selling everything together. I think it's a beautiful business model, and I wish you luck with it. I think it's a great idea. So
Thank you.
I see we're nearly through our time. Do you have
Yes.
any parting comments for anybody who's watching? Anything you'd like to leave us with?
Take your dream and do it. Don't just dream, do it.
Yay.
And I'm talking to myself.
I love that. It's amazing how many entrepreneurs I speak to in these interviews who end with that and say, just do it. I think there are a lot of people who allow their fear to hold them back from manifesting their dreams. So thank you for that important message. It's very, very valuable. Thank you for your time today, Sarie, and good luck with all of your things.
Thank you. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh,
And yeah,
it's a huge
we will
pleasure.
talk again.
It's a huge pleasure.